Hi, I'm here actually at the city market with independent candidate for Indianapolis Mayor John Schmitz. We just got out of that very contentious voter registration election board meeting at City Hall. John, you want to tell us in summary what happened?
Well, basically, the political puppets showed up today, and they did what they were supposed to do by the puppeteers, and basically hid behind the statue with the state level.
Let's talk about what the statute says at the state level, because the general public's not going to understand that.
And the statute at the state level talks about the voter needs to live where the signature of the voter needs to be in the residence where they live. Our dispute was 1,115 voters that were registered in Marion County. They had a different address than what was on voter registration. Now, the problem with that is they can take their driver's license for up to 6 years, because now you can have a state license for 6 years and go vote illegally in a different precinct where they live. So it's okay for them to vote, but it's not okay for the signature to count on our signature petition. So they listened to our evidence. Our attorney made a very good case of why that this is capricious and ambiguous, and that why they should be able to let us on the ballot, because they admitted we have over 6,100 signatures. That was the highlight of the day. The low light was the fact that they hid behind the state law instead of being bold and say, hey, you know what, this is a mistake, you should be on the ballot. So basically they kicked the can down the road, and we have to go to the next level, which will be federal or state.
Well, and part of, it sounds like part of the strategy for them to kick the can down the road is it's, August 1st. It'll be August 1st here in a couple of days, and the election is in the first week of November. So that doesn't give you a lot of time to run your case through any kind of an appeal system.
Those guys they're fairly weak candidates, and they need the head start. I'm looking at this as okay. That's fine. I'm going to keep campaigning. In fact, I'm going today. I'm going to deliver my tractor up to the 46th and Post Lawrence Community Garden up there. Sharana, she's excited to get it. Then I'm going to David. It's been a long morning. Sorry. I'm going up to A&I Foods to go up there for a program today. So we're still going to keep doing our thing. I'm not going to let them drag me down with all these procedures when I'm going to keep campaigning like I'm going to be on the ballot.
I think that that's a great strategy, and I think that the citizens in Marion County will find that extremely refreshing, because the two entrenched politicians, the Republican and Democrat, are career politicians, right?
Yeah, and they have their political machine going, because they gave the order. It was obvious the fix was in today. The way they look at each other. In fact, the regular board members couldn't show up. The only person who showed up was the chairman and two proxies. And they were both sent there with their strict marching orders. No matter what evidence there is, we're going to disenfranchise 1,115 voters, whether it's right or wrong.
So
our party told us to.
Yeah, they voted to basically exclude registered voters from the process rather than to include them. So I'm really happy to hear that you're going to continue campaigning. You do remind me a lot of Mayor Hudnut. I am old enough that when I moved to town in 1986, Mayor Hudnut was the mayor. I lived downtown in Lockerbie, and that was Mayor Hudnut's neighborhood where he lived with his wife, Beverly. And I would see them just walking the sidewalks downtown all the time. Their demeanor, his demeanor, and you really do remind me of Mayor Hudnut.
Well, the only difference is the Republicans loved him, and the Republicans don't much like me in the party. So,
well, I happen to know a lot of Republicans, including your campaign manager, Penny Bigelow, who loves you very much, and she has put in thousands and thousands of hours on this campaign. I thought that she did a brilliant job on the signature drive, because she headed that up. It was a total volunteer effort. You did bring in enough signatures of legit Marion County registered voters to qualify for ballot access, which they're denying you.
And I just want to touch on that real quick about the volunteers. I can take it that they're throwing off the ballot. You know what? That's fine. But these folks have worked so hard to get these signatures. Jim and Penny stood out on the Monon Trail for hours getting signatures. We've been everywhere. We have done the work for this. And the volunteers that have come along with this, I'm sure they have other things they could be doing. But
Thousands of man hours, thousands of man hours.
And that's the reason why I really just don't even feel like quitting. I want to keep going for those folks that helped with this. And I know there's other people that we just have got to get rid of the apathy in this city of, oh, well, that's just the politicians. That's how they do it. And we can't do anything about it. Well, guess what, folks? I'm here to fight for you. And we're going to get on the ballot. And we're going to push these people out of here that think this is a club and we ain't in it. Because guess what? There's going to be some new club members, and it's going to be the citizens of Indianapolis. We're going to take this back from the politicians that are just running our city into a dumpster. You look at roads, the crime, all this, and then they stand up there and say how great it is. Tired of it. Tired of this process, and be ready to fix it up. We want to clean it up.
Yeah, and speaking of process, I mean, you've been kind of subject to some petty harassment from City Hall throughout your campaigning, with zoning violations for
trying to throw me in jail, zoning violations. Health department's been out to my house several times. I've had police officers stop me. You know, those are the type of things. I'm a big boy. It's part of it. But this is wrong, and it just tells me how worried they are to have somebody with integrity, honesty, and a drive, and most of all, to be able to get the voice of the average person that lives in the city that's been blotted out for years of this political machine that just keeps grinding everybody up for their own glory. Tired of it. It's getting ready to change. We're going to take them down.
Well, hashtag do something Indy if you want to get involved again. Hashtag do something Indy. Feel free to reach out to John Schmitz personally over Facebook or any social media. He and his wife, Lisa, are both extremely active and extremely engaged with the citizenry here. And the philosophy that they have is that they're going to do something because the city is not on a good trajectory. And obviously we saw that at City Hall today. Thanks for the interview today, John, and I wish you the best of luck.
Thanks.